Let's talk about something you do every single day without a second thought, flipping a light switch. The light comes on instantly, right? But have you ever wondered what's actually moving through that wire? What tiny traveler is making that journey at seemingly impossible speeds? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and find out.
Just a quick heads up, this explainer is part 7 of a fantastic 20-part series that's all about the fundamentals of electricity. Today, we're zoning in on that tiny traveler and figuring out what it really is.
So this is the big question, isn't it? It sounds so simple, but the answer is way more interesting than you might think. What particle is doing all the heavy lifting to carry that electrical energy from the switch to the bulb?
All right, let's start digging. This was a huge question for scientists for a very long time. It's a current question, you could say. Let's unmask this microscopic messenger. And there it is, the hero of our story, the electron. In just about every wire around you, your phone charger, the power lines outside, the wiring in your walls, these tiny, negatively charged particles are the ones doing all the work.
Okay, so we know its name, the electron. But just knowing the name isn't really the whole story. To get what's going on, we have to zoom in and take a look at the bizarre world it lives in, deep inside a metal wire.
This right here is such a perfect way to describe it. In metals like copper, the atoms are, they're generous. They don't hold on super tightly to their outermost electrons. So these electrons are free to just float around, creating what is literally called a sea of free electrons.
This whole electron sea idea is absolutely key. I want you to picture a swimming pool just packed with water molecules. They're all there, just kind of waiting for something to give them a push. That's what it's like inside a wire. It's already full of these electrons, not belonging to any one atom, just ready to go.
So how do we get this sea to actually flow? It's basically a 4-step dance. First, you've got your sea of free electrons, just hanging out. Second, you apply a voltage. Think of it as an electrical push from a battery. Third, that push gets all the electrons to start moving, or drifting, in the same general direction. And boom, step 4, that organized drift is what we call electric current.
But here's where the story takes a funny little turn. See, way back in the day, before anyone even knew what an electron was, scientists had to take a guess about which way the current was flowing. And, they had a 50-50 shot, and they guessed wrong.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. The old school idea, what we call conventional current, assumed that something positive was flowing from the positive terminal to the negative one. Makes sense, right? But the reality, what's actually happening, is electron flow. The negative electrons are pushed away from the negative terminal and pulled toward the positive one. And the craziest part, we still use the old wrong convention in tons of diagrams today.
Okay, prepare to have your mind blown. This is, without a doubt, the wildest part of this whole story. We all think of electricity as being instantaneous, fast as lightning, but the actual speed of our little electron traveler, it's going to surprise you.
Yep, you're reading that right. The actual speed that a single electron drifts through a wire is about 1 millimeter per second. That is slower than a snail. So, wait a minute. If the electrons are crawling along, how on earth does the light turn on instantly?
Because the signal, the electric field that tells the electrons to go, travels at nearly the speed of light. And that's the big paradox here. The couriers are incredibly slow, but the message they carry is unbelievably fast.
So how does that work? It's all about the chain reaction. The best analogy is to imagine a pipe completely packed with marbles. If you push one new marble into one end, another one pops out the other end almost instantly, right? The push traveled through the whole line way faster than any single marble did. It's the exact same thing in a wire. The wire is already full of electrons, and the push from the voltage zips through the line, telling each electron to just nudge its neighbor.
So let's bring it all home. When you flip that switch, you aren't sending one super fast electron on a race from the switch to the bulb. No way. The wire is already packed. All you're doing is giving a push to the electrons right at the beginning of the line, which starts a nearly instantaneous light-speed chain reaction that delivers energy to the bulb. It was never about the speed of the traveler, it's always been about the speed of the message. And that simple, amazing fact is what powers our entire world.